In a significant development, India has said that it has signed a deal to supply the Brahmos missile to Vietnam. Speaking at Asia's biggest defense forum, the Shangri-la Dialogue, Defence Secretary Rajesh Singh has said that while India has already signed a deal to supply the Brahmos missile to Vietnam, it is in the final stages of a similar deal with Indonesia. Singh said this while answering a question on the sidelines of the dialogue that is being held in Singapore when he was asked specifically about the Brahmos deal with Vietnam. Singh said that advanced technologies can be shared by a country only with friendly nations and not with adversaries or nations that will supply such a technology to adversarial nations. He said that the first deal to supply the Brahmos missile was the Philippines, and that while India has already signed a deal with Vietnam to supply the Brahmos missile, it has not been made public so far. This is significant because it comes days after a visit of the Vietnamese President To Lam to India, who arrived in India early in May and held discussions with the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and also the President of India, Draupadi Murmu. It is to be noted that Vietnam had sought the Brahmos missile from India for quite some time, and much of the Asian nations had been tracking the movement in the deal. With his comments now, Defence Secretary Singh has made it clear that the deal has been finalized. Talking about sharing of advanced technologies, Singh further said that advanced technologies can be shared with countries one can trust, and Vietnam happens to be a country that India considers as a friendly foreign nation. He further said that more broadly, advanced technologies can be shared with a list of countries that are worked out on the basis of India's foreign policy and the foreign ministry. He further added that India is committed to the ASEAN nations, and these nations are very much among those nations with whom India will be happy to share advanced technologies with. So clearly, India's Defence Secretary has now revealed a major development in the defense sector of India, informing about the signing of a deal to supply the Brahmos missile to Vietnam. The Brahmos missile, which has been developed by India in collaboration with Russia, is one of the major indigenous missile systems that India has developed. It is estimated that the deal with Vietnam would cost about $629 million, including technical and logistic support. We'll keep tracking major developments in India's defense sector and its ties with Asian nations. This is me, Shikha Salari, reporting from New Delhi for India Abroad.